Idols are absolutely busted to no one's surprise. Hey, I'm Cyclon, and today I want to share with you my day one discoveries on the idols and the initial push into T16 maps in the Legacy of Phrecia Special Event League. So, I've gotten into T16s, I have 2 Void Stones and sitting at 98 completion. It has been a grind. If you're getting lucky, it's an absolute smooth sailing, but if with normal luck or below average luck like me, you're gonna have a really rough time getting into higher tier maps without the Atlas. The Atlas is extremely powerful in handholding you into higher tier maps initially if you know what nodes to take. You're gonna have access to good lead mechanics for your Atlas sustain. You have adjacent monsters. One monster in a map has a chance to drop a connected map node. You have a chance. You get higher tiers and you get Keurig missions. All very powerful modifiers that you don't have access to directly in this event. However, they do exist on relics or on those idols. And if you can buy those early, which we can now, which we weren't able to do before because the modifiers weren't on the trade website yet, but now they are, you can just buy them and make your sailing so much smoother. Which will be the first thing I want to talk about in this video. These 3 modifiers and that you can buy them. So I will be linking a trade search in the description. It's gonna have those 3 with account search. You can just disable whatever you're not looking for. So what I recommend the most is the tier 1 to 15 maps have a chance to be a tier higher. This rolls up to 10% and is incredibly powerful. And if you find one of these, or you have a few cares laying around, I do recommend buying like an 8 or 9% chance for this mod to just improve your odds. Like get 2 or 3 of these, have some chances for a tier higher, and it's gonna feel really, really good. Another mod that I recommend to buy, as mentioned before, is the chance for monsters or one monster in your map to have a connected map drop. This can get up to 8%. They are on 1x2 relics or 2x1 relics, but this is a mod we used to fully invest in and get to 100% because of how powerful it is. Guaranteeing a connected map meant you don't need any league mechanics, you don't need any special content, you're just gonna clear the mobs in your map till you have the connected map drop. You kill the boss, you go into the next map. Because this connected map drop with the tier higher usually resulted in you getting your higher tier map connected, and you can just use that and progress through the atlas, get to the next tier in the next map, you drop it again, get to the next tier, or if you don't get it dropped, well, you go a tier lower, you run it, you get a tier higher, and you restart the chain, and you're just gonna get to your powerful maps, into the red maps very easily, very smooth. So this is a powerful mod you should be aware of, and if you can buy it a few of these relics, I highly recommend getting those. The last mod that can help you directly with your progression is the Keurig Mission Chance mod. If you can just get this to like 15% or 10%, this will result in a very smooth setting. Now this is on a 1x3 or 3x1 relics. They're gonna take up a lot of space, so you don't have too much space for these. But if you can fit those in, getting those Keurig missions will help you incredibly with your sustain. He sells maps, so this is going to be really great to just have access to it, so you can buy maps you haven't completed yet or that are of the highest tier you want to run. And the quick missions also help with, like here, finding guardian maps to get your favorite slot and to get your unlock here. They are good to have finding unique maps. They're good to find maps you haven't completed yet. Just Keurig is incredibly powerful, helping with your Atlas completion and your Atlas progression. Don't underestimate the power of those mods. Now, on top of these modifiers, something you also want to have is mods or chance for league mechanics that are just generally good in map drops. So things like strong boxes, shrines, so shrines guarded by an additional pack of enemies, and then shrines just appearing in your maps because they are on a baseline guarded by enemies. Harbingers are great, Legion is decent, Abyss can be okay, Breach can be okay. Just get league mechanics into your map that help you with your Atlas progression or with map sustain, and you're gonna have a smooth sailing into red tier maps. Now, once you are in red tier maps, there things get interesting. Let me introduce you to my first farming strategy that I'm currently running. This works with scarabs, without scarabs, and just having a few idols already makes it better. Once you are in high tier red tier maps, so T14 plus, and you have access to zeroing Exarch influence, we can just scale Exarch pack size. So I have a lot of small relics with Exarch pack size. Then I have a Wrath of the Cosmos unique idol. So I have chance for an additional upside, and then I have those upside relics have increased effectiveness downside, having tried to minimize this as much as possible. And then I have a few higher tier nodes, so that I have a little bit of that on top of my void stones. Once I have 4 void stones, I'm gonna be dropping out of those and just get more pack size. And I also have 2 1x3s for guaranteed large, guaranteed Exarch Altar. And I got a free Delirium chance plus Delirium Mirror travel or Delirium Fog travel distance. It's a neat combination and just helps me smoothing out my Exarch Altar experience. So again, you don't need scarabs, you don't need anything. You just throw it on the Exarch influence on your maps and you're gonna get a lot of altars. You're gonna get a lot of loot like div cards, chaos, wall orbs, and instilling orbs, bubbles, chisels. It's just good. Exile Influence should be your first stop because of how powerful it is. And of course, I also will be running this for like probably almost entire of today just because of how good it makes your maps feel. Just getting all these sweet drops. So yeah, this is really great. Of course, I'm gonna also leave a link to my spreadsheet. This is currently the thing I'm farming with the Immort Star pack size influence being here. I will adjust this because IFDGN seems to be non-existent. So I'm instead gonna adjust this to the version I'm currently running with Wrath of the Cosmos. But yeah, video doesn't have to be longer. Really powerful early farming strategy. I'm gonna explore the next farming strategy soon, as once I have upgraded my build, because it's starting to get a little bit rough running build that I've run in T5 map, still in the T15 map with the exact same gear. Video doesn't have to need to be longer than it has to be. Have a wonderful day and lots of fun in the Legacy of Phrecia event. Bye!